Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly video predictions for what I think is going to happen in next week's episode for Fear the Walking Dead Season 3's second half. This is going to be for episode 11. And spoiler warning, if you guys are not caught up for Fear the Walking Dead, which is up to the recent double premiere last night, which featured episodes 9 and 10 for Fear the Walking Dead Season 3. So we're getting into the second half now, and it's going to be a quick second half because, the double premiere, it's probably going to have a double finale, so that really leaves us with 5 weeks because we go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in the same weekend. So that's 5 more weeks of Fear the Walking Dead, and then it'll be over in a breeze, so to speak, and then we'll get into Walking Dead. So the Walking Dead Season 8 will premiere at that point. And from what I'm seeing right now, some mixed responses from last night's double premiere. A lot of people not even knowing that it was returning. So a lot of people didn't even know it's on. And that's the worst that you can get for a show, is where people don't even know it's on and they don't even care, right? If it gets to that point, then I think a series is definitely in trouble. So we're going to see what the future for Fear is. This is going to be a quick half because they're condensing it so much. I felt like the double premiere last night, was fun to watch, and it was, it has a good momentum to it because you're getting more episodes in a shorter amount of time, so you don't have to worry so much about slow pacing and things like that. If a lot of people don't like that, it breezes through very quickly, right? So this one for episode 11, it's called Snake in English, but La Serpiente, I think is you say it. Sorry if I butchered that, guys, especially to people that are, speak Spanish and that kind of thing. So it means snake. Episode 11, the synopsis reads, following the rekindling of an old friendship, a mission is launched to replenish the ranch's water supply by seeking the help of another community. And it looks like in this one from the promo, we're going to see another kind of very cool reuniting between some of the group that's been separated for quite a while, and that is between Daniel and Madison and Strand. So this one's a really cool one because, of course, Daniel has been searching for Ophelia, and it looks like he may finally find her. Of course, Madison, is going to need his help with getting the water, but at the same time, Daniel could definitely use her help with finding his daughter again, because that's like his mission in life right now. As we know, that's really all he really wants to do, and it's probably the only thing keeping him living is the thought that his daughter is out there somewhere. And of course, she's with the man who saved his daughter, when she was all alone there, Talka, who took her in, and now she's a part of the nation. So it's going to be cool to see how this whole thing kind of works out. I would imagine they're going to get the water, at least for a little while, at least one, maybe a load, so to speak, for the people. And then maybe Daniel will, come and join them or something like that, or he'll, Talka and Madison will tell Ophelia that he's there, and then she'll have to go see him after or something. So something like that happening this half. And it's just good to see the group starting to get reunited again, because it was just so spread out, and you had members everywhere, and then of course they're bringing in the new characters like Troy, Walker, Jake, and some of the others that have been kind of integrated in the show here. But it's just nice to see the characters from earlier on in the series get together again. So that's in the next on, which the link will be in the description too, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Pretty much this is the gist of the previews. The one sneak peek is Strand showing Madison and Talka a sewer entrance to get into the dam section where they've got to get into in order to talk to Daniel and Lola to try and get some water. So it's pretty funny because he pulls off the sewer lid, he kind of goes in, he says, I do suggest you hold your breath on the descent down as the fumes come up, right? So it's kind of funny. So they got to go in the sewer. Talka doesn't like it, of course. And then in the next song, we see a bunch of zombies, Strand chaining a fence to stop the walkers from getting through when they go to enter the sewer to get in. You've got Madison who says, I don't know what's going to happen if I don't get this water. And then Strand says, you'll always find a way to protect your kids. which is cool. And I always liked kind of the banter that Madison and Strand have, because we have seen them before, of course, at the hotel and that kind of thing, together, just not together, but together, doing whatever they're doing. Maybe it's drinking and causing a ruckus or whatever. It's just kind of fun to see the two of them together for some reason. I'm not sure why. They just play off each other well, I think, because they're just so different, and it's funny how they have this kind of closer relationship. As friends anyways. People chasing the water tanker. So you got the water tanker truck that's going. I'm assuming they got water, and all these people are like running after it with, big water jugs and things like that, trying to see if they can get some, which is kind of cool. And like I said in my reviews, it's something so different from the original Walking Dead that, of course, where they're located is going to be a huge problem, and that water is really going to be like gold by the liter, because people are obviously need it, and there's not that much, and it gets hot for sure. So then you've got Talka. There's not enough water for both sides. My side comes first, and then Talka to Madison. You lied to me. There are consequences. Talka says they're coming, and then you see the sewer zombies. And uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. You got Strand saying that. And then you've got Madison being reunited with Daniel at the end, with Strand as well in there too, which we've already seen them in the first half kind of get back together again, see each other again. They have also a funny relationship between Strand and Daniel, because I think Daniel doesn't like Strand. It's just funny to see. I really find it comical to see. So, and Strand just kind of out there, in the world, kind of surviving and doing the stuff that he has to do. Is kind of funny as well, too, to see what he has to do in order to survive. So, it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent episode. I'm just really, with Fear, there's always the uncertainty, because you don't know. With the Walking Dead comic series, you have some idea where they're going. With Fear, you really just, your guess is as good as anybody else, even though they bring in a villain like Dante, who seemed like he could be a big villain in the series, and he's not. You see Walker come in, he seems like he's going to be a big bad in the series, and then he's kind of, but then no, he's not, afterwards. Like afterwards he kind of joins and this kind of thing. So it's a pretty chaotic, I want to say, type of story, and I am enjoying it quite a bit. It's definitely going to be a nice appetizer before The Walking Dead Season 8 comes on. And because it's condensed, it's going to drop a lot on us, very quickly. Of course, no mention of Troy here, but I'm thinking we're going to see him pretty soon. There's some clips of him in the promo that we haven't seen yet, of him surviving out there on his own, and I would not be surprised if he returns to the ranch before the end of this season. Makes sense. I think it would make sense that he would head back, and because he's crazy like that and everything, and try to get his revenge on Walker or whoever else. But who's the snake in this one? Is it Strand? I would think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Could we see maybe Madison turn on Talka at some point here? It seems to me Madison for sure is kind of the leader of her own side, even if she's part of another group. She's really the leader of her family, and her immediate group is like her family. Everybody else, she doesn't really care so much about it. She's willing to cause whatever kind of chaos she has to do in order to keep her family safe and be a part of that group that's kind of integrated but separate in and of itself from everybody else. So meanwhile, I'm thinking everything at the ranch should be fine and peaceful until they eventually get back. So it should be a pretty exciting episode to see them out in the environment and that. There's only so much you could do at the ranch. You want to see the group in and around and, having to go on runs and stuff like this. So it should be exciting to see what kind of deal they have to cut with Lola in order to get the water. How they're going to pay them, we're going to have to wait and see. That'll be it for my predictions video, guys. I think it'll be an okay episode. I did like episode 9. I see that a lot of people didn't. So leave me your Q&A questions this week, guys, and we'll do probably a Fear Q&A either tomorrow or the next day. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at the bottom left. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. I'll see you soon.